Well, times are running fast. So while you do that, I'm going to start at the end because those last three are, I think, three of the hardest. I want to make sure I do those, and I'll go back to the beginning. So let me start with number 23, the word problem. There's a bunch up here that still haven't. Is there a pile? Could you? Yeah, thanks, Robert. There's more here. Two more. Madison, Lucretia. Oh, Lucretia. Madison. Been around?
Isaac, right? Yeah.
Jasmine.
Julio, what'd you do with yours, man? Or what did I do with yours? There was one that I just dropped on accident. No, this is the key, yeah. Which is just like Julio's, of course.
Spot on.
Somebody got Julio's? Julio's? Is there any extras? Yours just vanished in the thin air, man.
I don't know. I have one of like those like generic ones though, so I don't know.
Well, those work.
Those work too, right?
Somebody accidentally have two? Got like one attached? No? There's one. There's a special one. Is it you? Is it you?
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. There we go. Off we go now. All right. Let's solve number 23. Triangle garden has an area, 250 square feet. So I'll do 23 down here. So triangle garden. What's the area of a triangle formula?
1/2.
Half base times height. Good thing to put on your 3x5 card for Monday. Area of a triangle is a half times base times height. So it says the area is 250? 250. So 250 is a half. Now it says the height is 5 feet more. All right. Are you getting the hang of this whole kind of routine? What do we always do when they say 5 more? X plus 5, and what else is always in that problem? Plain X, right? That making sense? Whenever they go X plus 5, no, they don't say X, but when they say X, 5 more than X, it's X plus 5, and there's a plain X, huh? Always. There's always a whatever they're saying and a plain X. So that would be X and X plus 5. And you don't even need, it doesn't matter what order, you don't even need to worry right now which one's base and height. It'll all work out later. We can take care of all that later. Is that making sense so far? So what if they said the base is 3 less? X minus 3 and plain X, huh? Always a plain X, and then whatever they're saying. Okay, so there's our formula. Now how do we solve it? Good job. That half can really mess you up if you don't just get it out of there right away. Multiply both sides by 2, and boom, it's gone. Make sure you take note of that. That gets a lot of people I've seen over the years. So multiply both sides by 2. 2 times 250 is 500. And this is x. I'm going to distribute this, so it's going to be x squared plus 5x. The half is gone because the 2 canceled the half. So far, so good on that? That's pretty good.
It was just like little mistakes. I was like, damn.
I think somebody got 100%, didn't they? I just ran through real quick. Abraham, did you get 100%?
No, not me.
No, okay. All right, so we're to here. So what do we do? What do we do now when we see that x squared thing? Yeah, get a 0. Whenever you see x squared with an equals, it'd be probably good to have on the side of your 3x5 card. Get a 0 and factor. Yeah, so everybody gets, so you want to have the area as a half base height formula. Then we get rid of the half, multiply by 2. And then as soon as we see x squared, we always think get a 0. So jump that 500 to the other side. Become a minus 500 like that. And then we're going to factor.
I couldn't get it.
Okay. Now, 500 is a really big number. So, what do you do to figure out how in the world to factor such a big number as 500? Calculator, try dividing by things, huh? Remember that? So I'm gonna take that 500 over on the side of my paper, and you can start dividing by 2 and 3 and 4, but that won't get you very far. Like if I divide by 2, it's 250. I mean, no way. The middle's supposed to be 5. Remember the middle number always comes by adding or subtracting the two numbers. So no ways it's going to be 2. So I would jump up, try like 10 and 50. That's getting a little closer. Their difference, their subtraction is 40. That's a little closer to 5, but still off. I would go like to 20 next, and here I'm going to hit it, huh? 20 and 25. Yeah, there it is, huh? 20 and 25 subtract to be 5, don't they? So that's my pair. And really, that's the answer. I'm done. Remember how the word problems, you can kind of stop? Because they're going to do the negative and throw away the negative and all that monkey business. In the end, it's going to be 20 and 25. 20 and 25 are the base and the height. Now, how do you know which one's which one? Like, which one of those is the base?
Because the height is 5 more.
Yeah, good job. It's always the words, huh? What do the words say? Height is the 5 more. Height is the bigger one, huh? So the height must be the 25, and the base must be 20. Now, they could ask me for either one. I don't even know which. Oh, base. Find the base. So they're asking for the base, so that is the 20. It's A. But they could have asked for the height, couldn't they? Just as well. So you got to be a little careful. Is that okay how I did that? So again, you write the area formula, get rid of the half, multiply by 2, get a 0 factor, use your calculator. As soon as you find the two numbers, you can stop right there. Those are your two numbers. How do you know which one is which? It says the height is 5 more. So the height is the 25. And they're asking for the base. Make sure you always give them what they're asking for, right? They're saying find the base. So it's the 20, not the 25. Good? Because they might ask for the height, though. You got to watch out. All right, shall we go on? I'm going to go to 24 and 25. Those are the hardest, and try to come back. So 24 right here. That says 9k squared minus 44k minus 5 equals 0. So that's a factor. Got a factor, FOIL. So 2 parentheses. Probably 3k, huh? 3k. 3k to make 9k squared. 3k times 3k is 9k squared. What times what makes 5? Oh, that's not going to work, is it? It's not 3k. Because 5 and 1 just is no way going to work. Because the 2 inner would only be 15. The 2 outer would only be 3. That's not going to work.
And it's minus.
Even all the signs aside, no way in the world a 15 and a 3 can make the middle term a minus 44. Right? So, and switching the order won't matter, because they're both just with the 3. So instead of 3k,
It's going to be minus plus, and the bigger number is going to be...
I must go back to 9k, 1k. Instead of, see how I know that? Because no way the numbers are going to work with the 3 and 3. So it's got to be 9 and 1, 9k, 1k, and then, of course, 5 and 1. Multiply, the 2 inner make 5k, the 2 outer make 9k. That's not going to work. 5 and 9, no way they're even close to 44. But now I could try switching the order, and it'll make a difference. When they were both just 3s in the front, then the order didn't matter. They're both just with the 3. But when one's a 9 in the front and one's a 1k, switching the order will help a lot. Put the 1 here, put the 5 there. This is going to be our combo. The 2 inner make 1k, the 2 outer make 45k. Yeah, they can make the middle, can't they? Remember how the signs work? Sign in the middle always goes on the bigger, the 45, the plus on the 1. That will make the middle minus 44k, won't it? Everybody see that? Plus 1k minus 45k makes minus 44k. So remember, the top sign always goes up. So that goes right there. The bottom goes to the back. Now, we're not done. You can see the answers. We have to go further, huh? have to take another step. We set each of those to 0. Yeah, Lucretia's right. Set them each to 0. That good to there, though? It's kind of hard factoring, huh? It's one of the harder ones. Okay, so now I set each one to 0, so the 9k plus 1 is 0. Bump the 1 over. Minus 1 divided by 9. Minus 1/9. And then this one, k minus 5 is 0. Bump it over. K is 5. So 5 and minus 1/9. There it is. C, 5 and minus 1/9. Is that okay? 24? On that factoring? Questions I can answer? So it's all about the FOIL, right? The F-O-I-L, and getting the 2 inner and the 2 outer to make your middle term. Like that. Right? On that? No questions? You okay? Okay. And then 25. Let's do 25. Here's our screen. There it is. All right, so 25 says 32y is 2y cubed. Okay, it's kind of weird. So when we have these high-powered things, we need to get a 0, don't we? We need to get all the stuff on one side and get a 0. You can go either way. It might be easier just to jump everything this way, because then the bigger term's in the front, like that. You know, you don't have to. You could go left. It's okay, but this might be easier for you. So now I've got the 0 on the left and all this other stuff on the right side. And then I got to factor this, right? How do I factor that? Yeah, the GCF, which, yeah, what's in common there? 2 and y, exactly. Leaves y squared minus 16. And then the y squared minus 16, you know what that can do, right? Difference of squares, yeah. FL, double, whatever you want to call it. Y plus 4, y minus 4, huh? Okay. So what do we do now? Yeah, each part that has a letter, every part that has a y gets an equal 0. The 2y, the y plus 4, and the y minus 4, each of them could equal 0. Because if a bunch of things are timesing to come out 0, any of them could be 0 to make them all multiply to be 0, huh? So there we go. So the 2y is 0, the y plus 4 is 0, the y minus 4 is 0. Solve each of those. How do you solve 2y equals 0? You got to divide. You can't subtract the 2, huh? It's times. So 0 over 2 is just 0. Move.
Never have 0 on the bottom, right?
Move 4. Yeah, not on the bottom. Minus 4, and over there, plus 4. So plus 4, minus 4, and 0. There it is. D. They're all answers. We good? Those last 3 problems, I want to make sure I showed you those. Questions on those? Okay, now I'll go back and do the ones that are, let's see, number 8. Number 8 says minus 6n plus 2n to the 7th, minus 11n to the 4th, minus 5n to the 4th, plus 8n to the 7th, minus 14n. So that negative that's in the middle, what does a negative in the middle always do? Yeah, it's going to distribute there, and there, isn't it? So that'll become minus 5 into the 4th, minus 8 into the 7th, plus 14n. We good so far? And the first parentheses, I just drop them. Nothing happens, right? Because there's not a negative in front of the first set of parentheses, is there? Okay, and then just combine like terms, right? Any order, doesn't matter. You can put them any order you want. I'll do well, no, not him first. So what's the highest power? 7th? So I'll do the 2 into the 7th minus 8, minus 6. That good? And then the minus 11 minus 5 is minus 16 into the 4th. The minus 16 plus 14 is what, plus 8? And yeah, there we go. That good?
I was just confused on the, I thought it was B, but then it was, I think that's only when they multiply, right?
Oh yeah, they just crunched them all together or something? No, you can't. Yeah, that'd be multiplied. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, that's tricky of them to put that on there. Yeah. That'd be for multiply, yeah. We good there? So number 2. Yeah, 2's a good one. So with 4 terms, remember we've learned that sometimes you break them up 2-2, and sometimes you break them up 3-1. Remember that? And how do you know when you do a 2-2 breakup or when you do a 3-1 split up? Yeah, and what does a good sequence mean?
W squared, 14W, and then 49.
Yeah, W squared, W to the first, no W. Yeah, those 3 are going to go together. We'll do a 3-1, not a 2-2. Does everybody see that? One of the other ones on here must be a 2-2, I'm sure. Maybe I could do that one next. But does everybody see why this is a 3-1? Because those first 3 are of the form letter to the second power, letter to the first power, no letter at all, right? W squared, W, no W. Whenever those first 3 are x squared, x, no x, or W squared, W, no W, then put those 3 together. They go well together. As opposed to, like here, so what does that mean? So, okay, so I'm doing a 3-1. What does that mean? Well, those first 3 factor, and the minus z squared just comes down, huh? How do those first 3 factor? Well, W's in the front. What multiplies to be 49? 7 and 7. Adds to be 14. They do. Plus 7 plus 7. Good so far? And now, what do we do from here? 2 parentheses. The 2 items for the left go left and left of each parenthesis. The z squared, which is zz, on the right, go right and right. And how do you make minus z squared? 1 plus z, 1 minus z. Is that good? You want another one? Which one do you like, Ajane? Number 10? Okay. Is that one good? Any other questions on that one? It's a 3-1. Okay. So number 4 termer, but it's different. Okay, so here's 11. Mn squared minus 25m plus 5n squared minus 125. Yeah, so on this one, notice that the first 3 terms do not fit the pattern. They don't have some letter squared, that letter first power. No, they don't have x squared, x, no x, or w squared, w, no. They don't have, you might say, well, they got n squared. Yeah, but then there's no n here. They don't have n squared, n, no n, do they? So it's a 2-2. Exactly. It's a 2-2 instead of a 3-1. So everybody see that difference? When the first 3 are not x squared, x, no x. So first 3 are not x squared, x, no x. So do a 2-2 split. Okay. So do a 2-2. So what do I do with these first 2 then? What can I even do with those? What do these 2 have? M, right. And what do the last 2 have? 5 And look at this, match. So what do you do when you have the match? Put that in the front, like that. And put a new set, remove it, remove it. Remember how this works? Bring down the leftovers. We're almost done there. One more step. Is that step okay right there? Did everybody see that, right? When these, see how they have a match? They both have an n squared minus 25. I put it in the front, remove it, bring down the leftover m and the leftover plus 5. Now, n squared minus 25, you know about that one. That's n plus 5, n minus 5. This one breaks into those two, and then the m plus 5 we just bring down, huh? There it is. Is that good on that one? Any order, you could shuffle those around. Any order.
Mr. Harris, is it okay if we factor them out instead of like just put them down like that?
Do what's that?
I factored them out. Both of them square root of 25, so I had or n plus or minus 5.
I'm not. This is factoring. What I just did is factoring. What did you do?
I did it the longer way. I guess I factored out the n. Both of them.
Show me later. Let me. Okay. So number 10. 16x to the 4th plus 56x cubed minus 32x squared. This is the one Anjane wanted. Yeah, this is a good one to point out. Look at those answers. You know, really it'll help you a lot on this test to first look at those answers. Well, especially for GCF ones. Notice that there's a GCF taken out. And you know what it usually is? It's actually none of those. Oh, this is a trick one. Yeah. Right away you know it's none of the above. Why? What's the GCF?
The 8 squared.
Yeah, they 8's a help, but it's x squared, right? Because remember with the x you're supposed to take the lowest one? So it's 8x squared, which none of them have. I could say none of the above right now.
But is it 2x?
Right here, I'll do it. Let's see. Be 2x squared plus 7x minus 2. And then, really you shouldn't be doing any of this because you already know it's none of the above, but we'll keep going. Because Kara just loves these problems. Okay. 2x and x. And let's see. I don't know. Got to be a 2 here and a 1 here. Oh, no, it's not going to work, is it? No, none of that works. So this is the answer right here. Yeah, well, the FOIL won't work from there. It won't go any further. Can't make that 7 in the middle. So this is really the answer, which is none of the above. All you can do is take out GCF on that one. All right, we need to wrap up with a quiz and we're done. So we didn't get a lot of that done.